All right, everybody. Opendoor Technology. I'm excited. I'm excited. Someone asked me, why are you excited for Opendoor Technology today? There's a lot of reasons. There's actually some news on the horizon that's coming up in fall. I'll get to that in another video. But the reason why I'm excited is because today's chart was amazing. Opendoor broke through two main resistance today in one day. I'm going to show you in the chart. But yeah, Opendoor Technology proved a lot. It showed how strong they are, and it keeps going up. Broke $5 resistance. Let me switch to the chart real fast. All right, here we go in the chart. This is the hourly. Let me switch to the weekly real quick. Here's a weekly. Wow, look at that. What do we see here, everybody? A green candle on a weekly. Is that a bullish engulfing candle? It looked like it a little bit. And you know, when we have a bullish engulfing candle, that's extremely bullish. But you got to remember, just because you got a nice bullish candle doesn't mean it's guaranteed to go up higher. But, you know, the percentage of it going up higher is on our side. But when you see a candle like this, when you do technical analysis and candlestick patterns, you got to have confirmation before you say, oh, I'm going to bet the house on this. We got a bullish engulfing candle. This is going straight up to $100. You can't do that. You got to find confirmation if it's going to keep going higher and higher. But as of right now, that is amazing right there. You can't get no better than that right there. A bullish engulfing candle on a weekly. That means, you know, the trend is still on to continue to go higher as of right now. Let's check out the daily chart. Daily chart, same thing. We got another bullish engulfing candle right on that candle that we had previously. Right here. And then look at this. This is strength. This is a lot of buying. This is retail buying. Institutions buying. I don't know who else is buying, but that's a lot of strength. It seems like people aren't selling as much as they were before. There's more buying than selling. And who knows, more people may be jumping in on Opendoor as well. Now let's check out the hourly chart and a bullish day on the hourly chart. We pumped up a lot on the first hour, and then we came down on this red candlestick right here. A lot of it was because the market was also selling off, and Opendoor was following the market, going down as well. And then once we hit this little support area, it went down to 440, and then it got bought up round to the 448, and then from 448 it just went up from there. It just kept going on. It never looked back, everybody. It never looked back. And it is next hour straight up. Next hour, it pumped up a lot the next hour right here, but then, you know, some people took some profit. They were in the green, so they said, I'm gonna take my profit right here and I'm good. And as soon as they took their profit, Opendoor went up some more. It went up some more. So this is a strong stock. After hours, we're still up. After hours, $5.13. Closed 509. So it's leaving people in the dust. Opendoor is leaving people in the dust. They're saying, oh, I'll buy Opendoor when it goes to $2. I'll buy Opendoor when it goes to $3. I'll buy Opendoor when it goes to $4. How many times are you going to say, I'll buy Opendoor when? Because today it closed over $5. That's huge, huge, huge. And, you know, if it keeps closing over $5, we may never see $4 again. We may never see $4 again if it closes over $5 the next couple of days. We're halfway to $10. You broke $5, we're halfway to $10. If you want to look at it like that. On a 5-minute chart, as you see in the morning, it went for $4.05. People must have been nervous at that time, right? $4.05. And then people probably sold. And I'm not even going to say probably because there's a lot of volume right here. This is a selling and buying volume together. So a lot of people sold right here, and then it got ate up. People just bought the dip. They bought the dip. Who? Retail institutions? I don't know, but that's a lot of volume. It's a lot of volume. And then it went straight up. And then it consolidated around the 439, 456 area. It went straight up. Consolidated a little bit. It went straight up. Consolidated some more. It went straight up. You see this kind of price action on, you know, the big stocks. Usually you don't see this kind of action on the $1, $2, $3, $5 stocks or $10 and less. This is strength right here. This is strength. When you can go up and then come down halfway. Go up, come down almost halfway. Then go up, come down almost halfway. You know, that's strength. Say, for example, Opendoor was at $4.20, right? And then it goes up to $5. And then it comes back down to $4.20 or $4.25 again. That's no strength. That's not a lot of strength, you know? That's not a lot of strength. But to be able to hold continuously over and over again, every time it goes up, halfway, up, about halfway, then go up, and then close after hours at your high. We actually broke the high after hours at $5.24. We're down now a little bit, down to $5.14, but we actually went to $5.24. So what's next for Opendoor? You know, we see action like this. As you can see, we are in the consolidation area right here. You see how these candlesticks are kind of flatlining horizontally. So we are actually still in consolidation. We will break out of consolidation once we can break the 530 area and then close over 530. Then we're kind of leaving the consolidation area and starting a new uptrend. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But Opendoor looked good. Opendoor today was amazing. The stock market was very shaky today, and Opendoor was kind of shaky in the beginning, but then it just took off. It just took off and left everybody in the dust. As I said before, Opendoor is not just a meme stock. It's a meme stock and a recovery stock, just like how Carvana was. Carvana was a meme stock in the beginning, and then institutions caught on. It's like, hold on, Carvana might be a recovery stock as well. You know, at some point, people are going to want to buy used cars again. So we had a mixture of a meme stock and a recovery stock in Carvana. So as Carvana recovered, and then the retail started buying in, and then institutions started buying in, and that's how you got the Carvana. You know, GameStop and AMC was mostly retail. You know, retail can bring a price up, but it can't really hold it too well like Carvana is doing right now. So yeah, everybody, I keep it short and sweet. Tomorrow I may have a more in-depth video for you. Join the Discord. A lot of us in the Discord are making big money off Opendoor. It's true. It's true. Just join the Discord and just all make money together. Opendoor Army, that's what they say. And we have a nice Opendoor community on the Discord. So go ahead and join, subscribe, like, comment. See you next time.